Hi guys, good day and welcome to my channel. If you're just seeing this pretty face for the first time, my name is Asa Big Joe. I'm a YouTuber based on the UK. I film content based on family, lifestyle, living in rich Abuja. I almost forgot my lines. Living in the UK, tips and tricks on how to migrate to the UK. Oh my god. So guys, now if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Give this video a very big thumbs up, turn on your post notifications so that if I post a new video, you'll be notified. So I'm going out this afternoon. It's about 2 p.m. I'm just waiting for my husband to come back. He went to the library so that I can go out. I'm going out this afternoon. So I just thought to film this video on how to save money in the UK. If you're in the UK now, you will know that number one, the bills is choking. Yes, there's bills everywhere. You will pay bills in Nigeria, you pay bills in UK, even though there are some bills that we used to, in Nigeria, but in this UK, you must pay bills. There is no way you are going to avoid paying bills. So I've come up with different things that have helped me save up costs. So while I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to be telling you guys. So I'm going to start with my hair. The first thing we are going to start with in this bills paying of a thing is housing. So if you're coming to the UK, you have to try and check for schools that are in places where cheap cities where their bills, where the houses are not so expensive. Maybe if you want a content like that, maybe I'll have to make content like that. If it's something you want to know, just put it in the comment section so that if I see so many people that want that kind of content, I can put it out. Cheap schools in cheap cities that you can look out for, especially if you are looking out for long term, like maybe let me say you want to buy a house in the future. You might want to look out for houses in houses that have cheap cities that have cheap houses. So the first thing you have to look out for is housing. That is even the most important thing, and you are going to save up more money if you stay in a cheap house. Like this, my house now, it's costing us a total of 737 pounds per month. So just imagine if we have a house that we are paying like 1,000 per month. How much am I earning after removing 1,000? That is aside bills. After removing 1,000 per month aside bill, how much am I using to pay for bills? How much am I using to pay for transportation, feeding, and the remaining things? So housing is the first thing you have to look out for while looking on how to save costs in the UK. So look out for cheaper cities that you can go to. It's not even a must that you stay in a city where your school is. If there are cheaper cities close to your school, you can still stay there while you commute to your school, especially those staying in London. Look for cities that are close to London that you can stay while you go from there to school. It's not a must to stay in the city of London, because houses in London are very expensive. You can even see a two-bedroom for as high as 2,000 something. One bedroom may be going for 1,500 and all. So you might look at towns that are very close to your school, very close to London. Towns like outside of London, like Slough and the rest of it, like 15 minutes to London town, or 30 minutes to London town, or 45 minutes. Like in my own case, my husband's school is Nottingham Trent University, and we are living in Leicester. So you can see that we are not even staying in Nottingham. We are staying in Leicester because we tried looking for houses in Nottingham, and some of them were expensive and we didn't get. So where we got was in Leicester, and Leicester is cheaper the house we saw in Leicester is cheaper, so we can as well live in Leicester, and he has been going to school from Leicester since we moved here. So there's no harm in that. You can find that as especially if you are saving costs. If you're not saving costs, there's no need. But if you're saving costs, it's something you should look out for. So the second thing is energy bills. That's electricity and all that. If you come to your house, if you come to a house new, you can check out the cost of electricity in that house. Check out the cost of electricity around. So another way you can save money is on heating. You can compare the cost of the heating in your house to these portable heaters. Some of these portable heaters even consume more electricity. That's why I said check and see and compare the cost. This one, you can even reduce the heating system so that it can save you more money. You can even wear more clothes, like layer up it even while inside the house. You're allowed to wear 2 socks, you're allowed to wear 3 socks, you're allowed to wear 3 sweaters. See, the other time you saw me wearing my winter jacket inside the house just so that I would not on the heating on. Do the same thing for your family, for your kids, so that you can save enough money on heating. And if you want to on, just on one at a time. Don't on everything at the same time, so that you can save money on heating, because that is what consumes enough energy in the house. Another way you can save up on electricity is by switching off all the lights in your house. If you're not using lights in your house, there's no need leaving it on. Switch it off so that you can save on electricity. Also your boiler, if you're not using gas, your gas cooker, if it's better if you're don't use more than one burner. If you must do without it, don't use more than one burner. Just use one and cook what you want to cook. If you're cooking food like beans, okwa, all these ones that take time, you can try as much as possible to maybe put akawun or ungu, or all these texturizers, food texturizers that make your food cook faster. You might try that as well, just to save up cost on electricity. Also, for your boiler, you must not leave it on for it to be bringing out hot water. It's very expensive that way. Like for now, you can still leave it and be using the normal cold water. If you're using the boiler, you can turn it off when you're not using it. Like you can just on it in the morning when the water gets hot enough. You can now turn it off. So another thing you can do is, if you are one that likes drinking tea, the more you boil water in the kettle, the more energy you waste. So you can get a flask, boil water, especially if you have kids. If you want to be making pap for them, make the pap, put it in a flask, or boil the water you're going to use for the day, put it in a flask, and be taking your hot water from there. It's going to save you a whole lot, because each time you boil water from that electric kettle, you won't believe the amount of money that goes out from just that small boiling of water that you boil. One of my colleague was saying that when they brought her energy bill, she saw that it was so much. So she was asking the guy that why is it so much, that she has tried all the things that she can do to reduce her energy bill. The man asked her how many times does she boil water in a day, that kettle takes a lot of energy. So she was telling me that that's another thing I can do, that even if I don't want to switch on the boiler, that since the boiler is more expensive than the electric kettle, I can boil my water in the electric kettle. Put it in a bucket and bath. And that brings us to the next one, saving on your water bill. So instead of you to on your shower and be bathing directly from the shower, you can get a bucket. because each time you on the shower, for every 30 minutes you on the shower, you're spending about 10 pounds, if not 15 pounds on water. And if it's hot water, it's worse. So you can get a bucket. I think I'm doing rubbish now. You can get a bucket and yeah, you can get a bucket and boil water with the bucket. Like boil water with the kettle, pour it in the bucket and bathe, so that you can minimize the amount of water you spend. We bought a bucket from Argos. I'm going to show you guys the bucket we bought. I'm going to put up a picture of the bucket we bought on Argos. Very small buckets, and I didn't even believe that that small bucket can be enough for me to use and bath, until I said, when I bought the bucket, I even wanted to return it, but my husband was like, let us try and see this bucket if it's going to be enough. And even that small bucket even bathes my daughter and my son, so there was no need for us buying boiling water 2 times for them. The water we boil, it's always enough for me to have my bath. Even my husband, as big as he is, he uses the same amount of water in the bucket to have his bath, and it's enough. So there's no need boiling so much water. So that's how you can save up on water too, guys. So in the course of finding ways to save money in the UK, I stumbled on this jug. This is a water filter. So instead of you going to Aldi or Tesco to be buying bottled water that costs a lot and you won't even drink it for even up to 1 week and to finish, I got this water filter from Argos. The name is Britax. So you just put your water, that indication is to show when the filter has reached its limit, like when you need to change the filter. So just put the water in the jug and it filters out through this place. That white thing inside is the filter that needs to be changed at least every 3 months or every 4 months. So after the water gets filtered, we pour it into this jug and voila, we have clean water to drink. Then another thing you can save up on is food. So guys, there are so many ways you can save up on food. Number one is they have cheap foods they have free foods, not even cheap food. They have free foods in Olio. If you don't have the app, it's a free app. I'm going to put the list of the free apps that you can go and check out if you want to get free stuffs. You can get one of my friends said she got a free blender from there. One got pots from there. One got set of plates from there. So you can check out those apps if you want to get free stuffs. You don't even need, if you come to your house, a new house, and you don't want to buy stuffs, you can also check Olio, Frigo. I will just put them up so that you can see the different apps that you can go and get free stuffs. So for food, you can get cheaper foods from grocery stores like Aldi, Lidl. Another cheap one is Asda and Iceland. You can get cheap foods from Iceland, especially if you want to buy in bulk. You can also get from Costco. I'll also list them out here. You can get from Costco. If you are 60 years and above, if you go to Iceland on Fridays, their foods are always 10% discount off for 60 years and above. So you can also buy food from Aldi, Lidl. Aldi and Lidl is the cheapest I've seen, followed by Iceland too, followed by Asda, before you now go and start thinking of Tesco. If you want to buy in bulk, like you want to buy in carton, especially if you guys want to do sharing of foodstuffs, you can try Costco. Costco is very cheap for those that want to buy in bulk. Also, you can also cook your foods in bulk. It also saves time, it saves energy. If you have not seen the video of my bulk cooking, please, I'm going to link it up here. Try and see that video. Cook your foods in bulk and put in the fridge, or put in the freezer, sorry. Minimize eating out, because if in a month you have eaten out, just go back and go to your app, calculate how much you have eaten outside. You will see how much you have spent eating out. Now see if you use this money and if you put this money into cooking and eating at home, you see the amount of money that you are saving from just eating inside your house. So you can save costs by staying in the house. But then again, if you are children of Dangote or Tedola, Adelekes, there's no need watching this video, because this video is not for you. This video is not for you. I'm talking about those that really want to budget and save cost and still have enough to save at the end of the month. Guys, sorry, I had to go off camera to go and start my foundation. This is the foundation I'm using. Yeah, I got it from Matalan store. So another thing we can save up money on is clothes. So if you notice, the last video I put up, there's a video I put up on Christmas shopping. I went to Primark and I saw that some clothes that were 20 pounds, 25 pounds in the summer, it became this autumn, and we are seeing those same clothes going for 3 pounds, 4 pounds 50, 5 pounds. Most of them were on discount. So you can leave clothes that are on season, wait for it when it's off season, and buy it when it's off season. That's another way you can save up on clothes. Another way you can save up on clothes is avoid buying big brands. All these big brands, I don't want to start mentioning their names, but you know them now. All these big brands that are very expensive, avoid buying clothes from them, except you have the money though. If you have the money, there is no need avoiding them. But if you know you don't have the money and you're trying to save, just avoid buying from them, because most of what they have, other discount stores have it. And there's no need wanting to buy big brands clothes and come and show off that you're buying from so place when your account is bleeding. There's no need impressing anybody. Nobody even cares. All those people you're trying to impress, they don't even care. So buying all those expensive clothes just to come and post on Instagram when your account is not even smiling, there is no need to do all that. Just avoid them. Buy where your pocket reach, cut your coat according to your size, and save. There will be a time when there will be a time that will come when you'll be able to avoid those brands without breaking the bank. By that time, you have already settled, you'll be able to buy it. But for now, when you're trying to save costs, there is no need buying all those brands. Just go to Primark, go to charity shops. Even most of all those big brands you see, most of people come to donate it in charity shops. Why don't you go to charity shops and buy your clothes, the ones that you see, anyone that you like? I've bought few clothes from the charity shop, and they were very good. When I mean very, very nice, very, very nice clothes I bought from the charity shop. So you can as well go to the charity shops to get your clothes if you really want to get them and save money. It's still clothes is clothes now, to cover your body, to do 1 or 2 shakara. As long as it's beautiful, it's saving you costs, then go for it. And I'm not a fan of buying so expensive clothes just to show off. As long as it's covering you from cold, it's doing what clothes is meant to do, then buy. So guys, let me go off camera and finish blending this foundation. I'll be right back. So another way I save money is with my laundry, like buying things in bulk. I normally buy my laundry detergent from Amazon. I noticed that if you're buying in bulk, like laundry things in bulk in Amazon, is way cheaper. I'm going to put up a video or a clip of the stuffs I bought from Amazon and how much it cost. Like I bought like 3 packs and it was so cheap. There's a shop they call Savers where you can buy your cleaning stuffs, your detergents, your dishwashing liquids, very cheap. You can try that store if you don't want to buy from Amazon. I found that store out after I bought from Amazon, so now from now I'll be buying from them. You can also check Poundland. I think Poundland sells them very cheap too. You can buy it. Iceland too sells them very cheap. They will tell you if you are buying 3, there's a discount. If you are buying 4, there's a discount. So I buy from 3 and above. And ever since I bought it, this is going to 3 months, I have not bought another one. So another way you can save up money is especially if you just came into the UK and you want to get furnitures, you can buy furnitures from charity shops like British Heart Foundation, their charity shop. I'm going to put up a clip on when I went there to go and look for furnitures. Very cheap, and these are donated furnitures. Most of them are even new, so you can go there and buy, or you can even check Facebook Marketplace. They have cheap furnitures there. You can buy from them, or you can even see free furnitures on those free sites I just mentioned. You can see free furnitures there that you can pick up for free. So those are ways you can buy furnitures and set up your home for free. You don't even need to even break the bank or even do too much on the furniture on how, or want to buy household stuff. Instead of going to Amazon to go and buy, check out all these places first. Then if you don't see, you can now go to Amazon. Sometimes even shops that are around your house, sometimes you see cheap stuffs, cheap household items very close to your house. Check all the stores around your area before you start buying online. I know how very convenient it is buying online, but before you start buying online, check out all the stores around your area first before you now sort online markets. It's going to save you a whole lot of money, especially if they're not even doing free delivery for you. It's going to save you some pounds off. So another way you can save money is on transportation. I know you just got into the UK, you might not want to come and start thinking of buying a car, because buying a car, even though cars are not so expensive here in the UK, you might want to reconsider buying a car if you don't really need it. Though car is a necessity, and you, especially if you want to do care jobs, there are some jobs that will require you having a car before you start the job. So if you really need a car, there are cheap cars you can get on Gumtree. But if car is not in your budget, you can save on transportation by buying your bus tickets. Buy a weekly bus ticket or monthly bus tickets, or if you're not really going out in the week or in the month, and you just want to go out in a day, buy the day's bus tickets. Like in Leicester where I stay, you can buy the full day's bus ticket for £5. So guys, as I was saying, you can buy a full day's bus ticket for £5, and with that bus ticket you can go round the whole of Leicester, not the whole but a greater part of Leicester for £5. For that £5, I don't think it covers Hinckley and Colville and all those far places, but you can go to places with that money. Just £5 can take you, and it's for the whole day, you know, so you can save up on transportation on that. See, I'm not even showing you guys what I'm using. This is Zaron Face Definer. I just used for that. And for the eyeshadow, I used Tara. For my foundation, I use a mixture of Maybelline Matte and Poreless, and that's other one I showed you. This Longwear foundation. For the eye primer, I use Tara also. So that's basically all. For the concealer, I am going to be using this. It has almost finished. So another way you can save up on is on your internet. So here, when I came to the UK, before I even came to the UK, I used to hear that there's free Wi-Fi everywhere, you know, you don't need Wi-Fi and all that. Iro, my dear, you still need to buy your Wi-Fi, even if you're going to be outside, and let me say you're in a place where they have free Wi-Fi. It's not even strong. It cannot even download much. So guys, you will want to buy your own Wi-Fi, unlimited. They have unlimited for different network. Currently the network I'm using is Libra does £25 unlimited for a month. There's also EE. There is also 3. I think 3 is also cheap, so I think 3 they have for like £35 if you want to do the unlimited. I prefer doing the unlimited so that I know that the whole of the month I'm just going to be using data, so you can just save up on that instead of you to be buying pay as you go, because it's just like MTN. You will buy data £5 before how many days the data has finished. So that one doesn't work for me at all. It doesn't. So instead of me buying that pay as you go, I save up on internet. If your house is using a broadband and you see that, you compare it and you see that there are cheaper ones you can use, please just switch. Just look for the broadbands that are cheaper around your area and switch. You can be saving a whole lot of money from that. You can be saving. And also, if you want to also buy phone, you can save up on phone, because here in this country, if you even want to buy phone and you carry the whole money and you want to go and buy phone, some people will be looking at you like, are you even okay? So here, if you want to buy phone, you'll be paying for the phone every month. Like if you want to buy the latest iPhone 14 now, there's no need carrying the whole money there to go and buy it. Some people have the money to go and spend, but as for me, I'm going to advise, if you want to buy phone, let me say when you came to this country, your phone was not so great and you want to change, you can visit their shop, maybe 3 shop or Libra shop or EE shop, and tell them that you want to get a phone. They will show you their plans and how much you're going to be paying every month for the phone. I think it's cheaper than just carrying the whole money to go and buy phone. Even rich people here, they don't even buy phone like that. They'll tell you there is no need wasting all that money on phone, because like iPhone now, they bring in new version every year. So is every year you go and be changing it. Even here self, if you want to change the phone, like you have an iPhone 12 and you want to get an iPhone 13, you just go online on your iPhone app and just put it there that you have this phone. They will tell you to write the serial number and tell them that you want to upgrade to so phone. They will tell you how much you're supposed to top up to collect another phone. They will even give you, and they'll give you an option of paying monthly for the phone. So if like next year now iPhone 15 comes up and you want to buy an iPhone 15, you just go back there, drop the phone or swap the phone for the latest iPhone. So you can save money on internet by just doing that. You must not break the bank. So at the end of the month, each time you receive your salary, do well to keep some amount of money for yourself. If you have a bank, let me say Lloyd's Bank, Barclays Bank, you can go to the bank and do a savings, that tell them that at the end of every month they should remove £100, £200. It depends on how much you want. Tell them to remove this amount of money and keep it aside for you, and then try and budget. You can budget, let me see, in this month I'm going to use £20 for feeding, I'm going to use £50 for transportation. Always budget so that you can know how much you spend in a month and you don't go above it. Write lists so that you don't start doing impulse buying, because that's majorly what takes up most people's money here. You know, you just pass somewhere, you see fine things and you want to buy, Just have a budget. This is how much I'm going to spend on clothes for the month. This is how much I'm going to spend on food for the month. This is how much I'm going to spend on transportation or whatever you want to use money and do. This is how much I'm going to be sending home every month, so that your money, you budget it and spend it accordingly, and you will see that at the end of the month you have enough to save. So you can also do they call it thrift. I don't know how they call it in your end, like contribution. And if you're doing it, you know that you're going to be doing it with trustworthy people. You know, you can be 10, you come together at the end of the month, you give this person £200. At the end of the month, give this person £200, you know, then choose the time you're going to collect your own, so that if you guys are 12, if you can calculate £200 times 12, when is your turn to get that amount of money, you see the amount of money you'll be saving. Thank you guys for staying true to the end. Thank you guys for your love, for your support, for everything you've been doing for me in this channel. If you're just seeing this face for the first time, please let it not be your last. Kindly smash that subscribe button for me. Guys, give this video a very big thumbs up so that YouTube can be able to spread this video to everybody that is going to need it. Turn on your post notifications so that each time I post a new video, you'll be notified. So we've come to the end of this video, but let this not be the last time on your page, because I want to see you back in my next video. I'm going to try my best to be posting at least 2 times in a week, so do well to stay tuned.